Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet and More. This is your host Crystal. Today I'm doing a review on the Hot Cakes by Plymouth Yarns. I got this from the Stitch Witch in Bedford. I'm pretty sure Bedford. It's been a while since I've been there and I'm so sorry if I get the city wrong. Bedford, Virginia. This is a 75% 20 acrylic, 25% wool blend. It's 200 grams, equal to 404 yards. And this is in a multicolored. I thought of fall when I saw this, even with the blue and the red, the blue and the yellow. I still think of this as like a fall color. This one is machine washable on gentle cycle and tumble dry low. And it recommends a size 5mm, which is an 8 or H hook. And this is made in Turkey. Let's see. There is no color name. It's color number 1 and then the dye lot number. And then of course Plymouth Yarns is also their main branch is in Pennsylvania, but they get the yarn from Turkey. They have a company up there that makes it for them. This is very comfortable, comfy. So I would wear this against my skin, even with it having the little bit of wool in it. It's really soft. You can see that there's wool because there is some fuzz giving off on this. I'm going to try to find the center and we'll see how this works with a 5mm crochet hook. I'm going to use my other hook set that I got through OneDaySaving. Hey, there we go. Haha, I found it. And it starts on the blue. I wanted to do a review of this a couple days, like last week, but I couldn't remember where I put it in my yarn closet. And then I finally found it today. So I was like, oh cool, I can finally do my review. Alright, so let me go ahead and get the 5mm hook. Now I did get this 9-piece set. It goes from 2mm all the way up to a 6mm. And these are considered tapered hooks or like a boy style. And there's my 5. It does come in a nice case here. It's a plastic case, so it does fold up nicely. So if you need to put it somewhere smaller, you want to take the whole set with you just because you don't know if you're going to get any more yarn while you're out traveling, or you may need a different size for what you're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and chain up 15. I always stop talking when I chain because if I try to talk and chain at the same time, that ain't going to happen. Alright, I can already see that this is not, this particular size may not be the right size. Okay. Alright. So there's the 15. Now this one, depending on how long the colors go, you could probably color like, what do they call it? Not color pulling. Basically controlling that you don't have 2 different colors on the same line. Color control. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Color control. Now, I'm not big about color control. Unless I really want it to be one color per row that you're working it. But it doesn't bother me if it changes color mid-row. It's nice when it goes all the way through the row and then it changes color, but it doesn't bother me if it doesn't do that. I am recording this on Tuesday. You guys will see this on Thursday morning. If you haven't seen my review on this crochet hook, I will go ahead and put both my unbagging and my review from OneDaySaving on in the description box below. If you've ever used the Hotcakes yarn by Plymouth, let me know what you've made with it. If you've made your own pattern or if you followed somebody else's. As I mentioned in the last video, I really like to hear what you guys make with things to give me kind of ideas of what I can do with it as well. There is one more stitch there. Yes, there is. Haha. I almost missed the very first stitch. Okay. A 5mm works good. I might swap out and see how a 5.5mm works too. Sorry about that foam. My mother-in-law has to have it up so she can hear it ring. And she's getting another call she could just hang up on, but that's okay. If you hear any of that, I do apologize. I don't know if my mic's picking it up or not, to be honest. And I think I'm... Alright, let me start this again. Because I think I started doing double crochet instead of half double. Whoops. Easily distracted. That's me. What else? I am still waiting to hear back from one of the yarn stores in Lynchburg to see if they'd be okay with me coming out this weekend to check out the store and take a video. I really would like to get back into doing that. I really miss it. It gives me and my husband time to spend together. But right now we're still getting everything situated after last month and the passing of his dad. Is anybody working on any upcoming projects like for winter, or are you gonna wait? Does everybody take a break in the summertime and I'm the only one that's making blankets in the summer? I hear so many people say that they just don't want to crochet or knit really in the summer because it just gets too hot to do so. Well, me, it don't matter. I'm not naturally cold, but I feel like I get colder quicker. A lot more than some people might. So it doesn't bother me to work on blankets all summer. There we go. Okay. There's the half double and the double. Might have to get my husband to go back out to Bedford so I can get another cake of this yarn. And I still have to be careful about saying that around him because he's always thinking I've got actual cake around. Not too bad. It's not irritating while I'm getting it through my fingers. Could be a lot worse, but it's not. I do have a whole bunch of acrylic and wool blended yarn from Yarn Inspirations from the Karen cakes that get discontinued after winter time every year, because I think that's about the best time for me to get those items. It's nice to have them when they first come out, but they're so expensive nowadays that I'm just like, yeah, I'll just wait till it's on clearance and then I'll get it. Even when it's on sale, I don't tend to buy it unless it's a really good price. And I understand the cost of everything's going up, but it's just like you have to, know how to save your money and buy wisely, in my thoughts. This is really long, so you could You could probably, if you did it right with this one, you could probably do the color controlling by just making it wide enough and using the right stitch so it lines up right. Alright, so there's the double crochet. Now I'm going to go ahead and chain one, and I'm going to try the 5.5 just to see if that looks better or if the 5, well, there went my camera, seeing my screen there. Alright, there we go. Just bumped it. Technical folly there. Technical folly. Alright. Now I got the I9 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook now. I'm going to do a row of half double and double. I'm not going to do a row of single. So I also want to see how long, if this will change, if this is going to change color at any point while I'm working on it. When I first got this, I was thinking about making a poncho with it, but I think I need at least one, possibly two more cakes of it. And the only place I've seen it at is the Stitch Witch in Bedford. She's got a nice little store. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the description box below as well, of my walkthrough and what I purchased, because I got other things besides the hotcakes here that I'm working with right now. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it was. That has been at least a month or more since I've been there. I do like to go back to the stores to get, see what kind of updates, anything new that they've gotten lately. I know I went back to the Wool Workshop in Roanoke, and they had a few new things. It feels like they were starting to get rid of some of the Malabrigo line. They didn't have as much to choose from this time when I went there looking, and nothing piqued my interest to purchase other than the pins that I got, which were the She Wants That Cake pin, which I will be putting one of those in the next giveaway whenever that happens. I actually like the 5.5 better. The 5 millimeter hook works too, but I think I like the 5.5 better. It feels like it's a thicker 4, so that to me that I would use a 5.5 millimeter hook. And everybody, you could like the 5, how it looks with using the recommended hook size, the 5 millimeter or an H8. So, and these hooks are really nice. My wrist is hurting a little bit right now, but that's because I'm leaning on my desk, my computer desk, which I don't normally do. I'm usually in my living room crocheting in my chair. So this is definitely a different position, so it's kind of hurting my wrist, and I don't think it has anything to do with the hook. I think it just has to do with where I have it laying at. Alright, so there's the double crochet with the 5, and I'm still pulling. There's a lot of blue. So yeah, if you did the right stitch, I think you could color control with this without any problem, because then it goes, I don't know if it goes to purple or orange or what's next, because it's just all of this is blue. It looks like purple on the. Let me see if I can get this to. That's better. That's what it. Well, sort of. It's more of like a tealish blue. Wow. And it just keeps coming. So yeah, if you have something that you'd like to do multiple colors in, this would be a great yarn. If you have no problems with wool, it'll be a great yarn. I know some people have are sensitive to that type of fabric. Wow. And it just keeps coming. I'm trying to see how long this is. I mean, the other way you could do it is to just chain it until the color changes. But you don't want it that long, so. Okay, so it goes to orange. So it goes, there's the orange. After all that blue, that's a lot of blue to go through. But it gives you an idea that you can, and it does give you, if you want to cut it, to be on the safe side, you could cut it right in this section here. And then, because there is another, the colors do repeat. There's the blue, red, purple, yellow, green, brown, like rust color here. And it started off, I guess that's more of a rust. It looks more of a rust off. Yeah, that's more of a rust color. And it does start from the blue and then goes to that rust. And then I'm guessing it would go to green, and then yellow, then purple, and then this dark brick red. But you could definitely do something fall with this. It doesn't have to be, but the colors do work up to be like a fall color. All right. So my final verdict on this is 9.5. 9.5 out of 10, almost a 10. The only reason I'm giving it that is because I think that the hook recommendation could be an I9. And again, it all depended on who did the testing to figure out what hook size would be the best. And for them, that was the best. That doesn't mean it's everybody's hook size that they're going to use. You could use a 6 with it, and it would still look good. Yeah. So, and again, if you're following a pattern, you would want to make sure that you're using the right hook that they're using. And you might have a favorite hook size that you like to use, no matter what the recommendation is. All right, I'm trying to, well, that's just going to have to be like that for right now. And it is fuzzy, very fuzzy, so you might want to be careful if you're thinking of making anything for a child or a baby with this because of the fuzz. You don't want any choking hazards. So let's go ahead and see how this frogs. I didn't even frog it before I gave the 9.5. And I have a feeling after it's washed, it'll even become softer. This one, even though it has just a little bit of wool in it, you might still want to wear something underneath of it. It just depends on how sensitive your skin is to it. For me, I wouldn't have to, unless I'm wearing it as like a poncho or a cardigan that's open in the front, that's not, a full sweater. But otherwise, I wouldn't wear anything. If I made a full sweater, I wouldn't wear anything else underneath of it. All right, so yes, keeping with the 9.5, it's wonderful that it's machine washable and dryable, which is a very big plus for a lot of us. I understand the whole point of washing them by hand because you don't want your project to get destroyed if you put it in the washer and dryer. And even though it says it's washable and dryable, there could be slight shrinkage. There could be where it pills really bad. But this one says it's machine washable and dryable. Again, a thumbs up for that, Plymouth. It does kind of stink that, more of these yarns are not available in regular brick stores like Joann's or Michael's, but I understand why too. So, all right. Well, if you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like today's content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put new content out. Until next time, stay safe and stay crafty. Have a good one.